I have a actually pretty like decent background with Linkin Park. I know a lot of their bigger songs, especially off of Meteoria and all those. I don't even know if I pronounced that right, but a lot of their earlier albums and stuff. And it's one of the first like kind of more rock-ish bands that I actually got into when I was younger. It was one of the ones that my sister put onto my iPod shuffle without my mom knowing. It's kind of funny. But it kind of like they're a band that actually launched me into like my love for heavier music. And considering even if Linkin Park isn't technically like heavy or anything, I think it's a great gateway for that. But one of the songs I haven't heard by them is New Divide, so we're gonna check that out today, guys. I've reacted to Linkin Park before on the channel, and you should definitely check out those reactions if you haven't yet. But you guys wanted me to check out New Divide. Apparently, this is a pretty important song, a pretty good song. Of course, it has Chester in it. Rest in peace. And I'm excited to get into it, guys. If you don't know what I typically do on this channel, Andy Roo Reacts, I'm Andy Roo, is I react to classic rock, pop, metal, rap, R&B, all sorts of cool classics and stuff that I didn't get to grow up on. My mom raised us on like contemporary Christian music, so I didn't really get to dive into a lot of the classics. So I've been using this channel to do that with you guys, and it's been amazing. The support's been amazing. We're about to hit 80,000 subscribers depending on when this video comes out. 100K is just right around the corner. It's been absolutely amazing. So yeah, let's get into it. Without further ado, where are my two-steppers at? Yeah. This is your first time here. I'm always two-step at the beginning of my things unless I like have leg day at the gym or something and I can't do it because I'm tired and exhausted. But yeah, so sorry if that scared you or shocked you. Let's pull up the video. Okay, let's get it. New Divide, Linkin Park. Not to pause it too early, one of the things I really like about Linkin Park, though, if you guys don't know, I'm an audio engineer and a producer. I've been doing that full time for 8 years, in total, about 10 years. And I'm a musician. I've been playing piano since I was 6 years old, so I tend to pause a frequent amount and make comments about the production and stuff. But more than the lyrics, which I'm trying to pay more attention to lyrics because I know that's why you guys watch a lot of the time. But anyway, one thing I really like about Linkin Park, though, what I was gonna say was I think all of their songs have this really like ethereal, powerful like sound to it. It's typically like a really like heavy 4 on the 4. Think of like What I've Done and some of the other songs that are like their big hits and stuff like that. They all have this kind of similar groove to it, with this really, really nice like chord progression typically. It's not like a lot of like super chuggy like riffs or anything like that. It's typically like some really nice kind of solemn sounding guitar chord, and I think it just adds a nice color to their music that a lot of bands of this era didn't have. And I think that's one of the things that made Linkin Park so special, was just their overall sound. They had such a consistent, great sound. So I just wanted to point that out because this song has that sound that I'm talking about. Like when you hear this, if you've never heard this song or whatever, you wouldn't guess. You would be like, that's Linkin Park, because they just have that sound down. So anyway, let's keep going.
As time began to burn, like a startling sign that fate had finally found me.
I love the sound that they have on Chester's vocals right here. I mean, it's not super complex. It's probably just some pretty thin EQing out, right, when you're messing with the frequencies, right? Sometimes I'll say things that you guys aren't super familiar with, so I'm sorry. But then they have this distortion, this nice overdrive, but it's not too much to where it's like super crunchy. It just kind of gives it that like radio-y sound effect. I actually use it a lot on my clients at the recording studio that I own, and it just adds a really nice sound to it. I love it a lot. I like that he came in with this because it kind of introduces a different vibe than typical, but it's, lyrically, it's pretty heavy so far.
Like a startling sign that fate had finally found me, and your voice was all I heard.
amazing. It's amazing that I haven't heard this song because it sounds very iconic. It sounds very like typical for their hits, you know. It's so good, man. I think lyrically and just this type of music is so special, and I really feel for people honestly that like don't understand it and can't feel it to the depths that like people who do connect with it do. And obviously there's something good like if you can't connect to like really hard like music to listen to lyrically and stuff and super heavy stuff like that's kind of good because it's like, oh, you haven't lived a very extremely difficult life, but we all go through our problems, and I think that all of us can kind of relate a little bit. But if you can really connect with music like Linkin Park and other artists that are kind of in that emo adjacent like lyrical style, it's like it's so powerful. I mean, it's one of the reasons I fell in love with it. I think it puts words to feelings that you don't have words for. And I just think it's amazing. I really love this type of music. I fell in love with it instantly as a kid. As I heard, you know, when I heard it, I could relate to it. It could, like I said, put words to things that I was feeling, and it's just amazing, man. This is such a and Chester's voice is just so powerful too, man. Like he's iconic in his own way. Again, rest in peace. But like just the grit, his range, it's amazing. And he has this little fry with it, that like vocal fry with it that gives it kind of a screamy tone. It's just great, man. One of the things I really like, I love when music videos are very visually telling with along with the lyrics, you know. I think a lot of the times music videos end up just being the artist just like lip syncing in a cool area or something like that, and it can be symbolic sometimes, but they don't really go too hard at it sometimes. So this one's really going hard at it, right? Like he's talking about what the ashes felt like rain or whatever, and they're in this like void, this black void with these embers flying around them. And I love the visuals on this. It's amazing and stuff like that. When he was talking about the ground between us like breaking or whatever, the divide, right? The divide. I was expecting actually the ground to like break into them, but they didn't do that. But still, like everything else is visually great about this. And I love that he's keeping lyrically the theme throughout it. You know, he's doing a lot of symbolism when it comes to like nature and you know, the divide that he's talking about, you know.
So give me reason to prove me wrong, to wash this memory clean. Let the floods cross the distance erase across this new divide.
Okay. It's like a little breakdown section. And one of the things right here that makes Chester so amazing as an artist, you know, one of the things that made him just so good is his control over his voice, right? He's singing in the same key and the same notes, right? And typically, when you hear an artist in a higher, you know, singing higher notes, and they're kind of stressed a little bit or fried a little bit or a little bit they have a little distortion with it, it's mainly because they have to do that to reach those notes. But he's hitting the same notes as he was in the original choruses, but smooth now. And it shows that everything he does is intentional. That fry, that distortion that he does with his voice is very intentional. And that's very common when it comes to like whether it's metalcore or new metal or any of these like metal, you know, subgenres where there's a lot of like clean vocals with screaming. You'll notice that, you know. Another artist who does it really well that I love is Caleb Shomo from Beartooth. That's a slightly newer band than this band, but they have great music. If you like Linkin Park, definitely check out Beartooth if you haven't yet. My guess is you've probably heard of them. They're pretty big. But No, Caleb Shomo, he does the same thing. He's got a amazingly clean voice when he sings, right? But then every once in a while, you'll get these distorted vocals with it, and it's such immense skill, man. Like I have such respect for metal vocalists and people in the genre and anything adjacent to it. It's amazing, really. I mean, that's something that you're getting right here in this final chorus. Is that he's in this calmer section? He has those clean vocals. That's kind of what I was bringing that up for. It's so amazing, man. I love Linkin Park, bro.
This memory clean. Let the floods cross the distance in your eyes. Give me reason to fill this hole. Connect the space between. Let it be enough to reach the truth that lies across this new divide. Across this new divide. Across this new
Yeah, dude. Nice. One of the things I love about Linkin Park too is actually, so Mike Shinoda didn't really make an appearance in there. That's the other vocalist in this band. But when he's not there vocally, he's there instrumentally. You can totally tell what parts he has influence in. So I really like that touch. And they still had shots of Mike, playing on the keys or whatever, whatever he's doing. I think I saw in the other video he was DJing and stuff like that, which I thought that was crazy. I didn't even know they did that actually. But dude, love that song. That was great, man. I like everything from the beginning that I said about like emotional music and stuff. Like it's still stuck through to the end, man. Like it's just lyrically amazing. And Linkin Park is just one of those staples, man, that are just they kill it, man. They everything they do is done so intentionally and so carefully and so emotionally, and they could build lyrics on feelings and emotions that are hard to explain, and that's just, in my opinion, that's what makes a great artist. So if you want me to check out more Linkin Park, I want to check out more Linkin Park. Like I said, I can't check out a lot of their big stuff because I already know a lot of their big stuff, but definitely comment maybe some deeper cuts or other things that you guys want me to check out, and maybe we'll see it in a video there. But if you like the reaction, of course, check out everything else we're uploading on the channel. This is some of the newer stuff that we do. We don't tend to do a lot of like newer age stuff. But we have a lot of great hits. Like if you guys are like really hardcore like metalheads and stuff like that, well, we got some classic metalhead reactions. We got some Pantera, we got some Slipknot, we got some good stuff, in there. So definitely check that out. We also have a membership where we're dropping videos early before they're given access to the public, just given to the public. Sorry, I'm bad at wording that. And so if you want to sign up for that and support the channel a little bit extra, do that. If not, your regular subscription means the world to me. Money doesn't make a difference to me. I just want you guys to come here and enjoy it. But that's there if you want to support the channel a little bit extra. And don't worry if you don't want to sign up. Everything that we drop over on the membership eventually gets dropped to the public anyway, so you're not missing out. I also have my socials in the description, my Instagram, X, and TikTok, where you can see me do crazy stuff. Sometimes I go live on TikTok. I'll play some of the music that I'm listening to currently. And it's all my stuff that isn't reactions is over on those socials. So if you want to check it out, definitely go support over there as well. I'm going to get my butt out of here, guys. Peace.